Jen, this is super exciting. I love Stumble so much. I love the
Oh,
first season so much, and your character. I was a cheerleader back in the day, so obviously
tell
very
me everything. Are we talking high school? Are we talking college? Like what? Tell
both, both.
me,
I did.
girl.
Yeah, yeah. So that was fun to see you in this role. I mean, I was having flashbacks watching it. I was like, this is
So
great.
did you have a good relationship with your coaches? Like what
I
was it like for
did.
you?
I did, especially my high school coach. I mean, I still remember her so fondly. She was just, now I'm older than I'm older now than she was when she coached me, which is
No,
kind
no,
of
no, no. No,
we'll,
no.
we'll leave that part out. But I do want to talk first about what got you this role.
Um, just spit and determination, I think. No, what got me the role was I got an audition and my managers had gotten me the script previously and they were like, you should read this. It's really good for you. And I read it and I was like, this is the funniest pilot I've read in so long. And it's my favorite kind of comedy. It's like screwball, but it's got heart. But it was like, we always say it's like Mel Brooks and Friday Night Lights had a baby, and the baby was raised by Parks and Rec. Like we take it to the fruition. And so I just loved it. And then the director of our pilot and many of our episodes, Jeff Blitz, was at dinner with two friends of his. And he was sort of lamenting that they couldn't really find the right woman. And they showed him clips of my performance on English Teacher. And then he was like, we got to call this girl in. And so I got to go in like but from the kindness of strangers. Like I was very excited. And also the genius of Brian Jordan Alvarez that like I got to do that show, which then led to me getting to be seen for this one.
I feel like it was perfectly cast. I cannot
Oh,
imagine anyone else in this role. I mean, you
thank you.
you had me rolling scenes. You have a comedy in sketch, you
Yeah,
have a background in sketch comedy. So,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, tell me a little bit about that, about your beginnings and
Well, when I first moved to New York, I was just like doing a lot of theater and I love comedy. And two guys from my school were like, let's start a sketch group. They were from the film school. I was from the theater school of North Carolina School of the Arts. And we just were delusional enough and we didn't know any better. And like YouTube was just starting and none of us had any money. We were like, we can borrow this guy's camera. We can do this. We'll go to the park. And like, that sort of delusional confidence of youth where you're like, why not? Where like now I'd be like, oh my God, it's got to have a high production value. We've got to have money or whatever. But like we did it on nothing. And it was because it was the early days of YouTube, there wasn't like a glut of online comedy already. So we like made these videos and they went viral. And then we like partnered with YouTube. We won like a sketch competition. We just loved each other, all basically lived together and fought to the death over jokes. It was like the most important thing while also having day jobs.
what were the day jobs? So how did you keep
Oh,
yourself afloat through all of this?
girl, every day to this. I worked in a lot of grocery stores. I worked in an ice cream shop that I loved so much called Emac and Bolio's. And they put my headshot on the bathroom door. And I'd like leave for 2 months to go do theater. And I'd come back and they would give me my job. And, countless food service. Um, yeah, just tons of odd little seasonal jobs, like selling jewelry out of somebody's trunk, like just whatever you had to do to stay afloat. I would write jokes for corporate people. This was before Chat GPT, so you like needed writers, and I would write jokes for people that were giving like corporate speeches and just all kinds of like little side hustles.
Mm. What were some real life experiences that bled into your comedy? And was there any of that you used for Stumble?
Uh, yeah, I mean, all of it. The most absurd things happen to you when you live in New York City. Like, and we did tons of sketches like that. We did this sketch that sort of went pretty viral called Hipster Olympics because it was like we were living in Bushwick in Brooklyn and it was like the boom of the hipster. So we sort of like made a competition out of all of it. And That was like a big hit for us. I think being Southern also bleeds into the comedy of this role because I grew up with so many women that are like Courtney, like they are gruff and they have sort of a single-minded focus, but they also can't help that they love you and that they are wacky in the very core of them. They are wacky, but it always has to be covered by like a bossiness and an ability to get things done, and we'll play after it's done. But they can't help it. They're playful. They can't help it. It's in there,
Yeah.
you know. So like that's really comes in handy, I think.
Yeah. You talked about just being kind of on the rise of when the YouTube boom hit. And now here you are, you're like breaking the mold in Hollywood. I feel like just you in general, and then this first season, like I've never seen anything like this
Oh
before.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, what a nice thing to say. I mean, I think the show, it sort of like mimics the underdog nature of the people in the show. Like, who knows if we're going to get picked up, but we're all like scrappy little underdogs who are like trying to do our best work and, get to a championship, have a victory. And like, no matter what happens, I think we have done it with so much love and integrity and care for each other and care for the world. And like, because we never wanted to like make fun of the South or make fun of cheerleaders or make fun of like it's a satire, but like these people really care about their town and their lives and like even though it's little in microcosm, it's everything to them, which is kind of how everybody is. It's like the human condition.
Yeah. The characters are so endearing.
Aren't they precious?
Yeah, like
Oh my God. I love everybody so much. People are like, who's your favorite button? And I'm like, I couldn't pick. I mean, I love Sal and Georgie who plays Sally, Taylor who plays Peaches, Ari who plays Madonna, Jared who plays DeMarcus, like Steve. I mean, they are all so precious that like I am bowled over by the work
Mhm.
that they've done on this season. And I'm like, I just love and Taryn, don't get me started on Taryn.
Yeah.
What a dreamboat.
Yeah.
He's the best.
You got such an incredible cast and awesome guest stars that we got to
Oh my
see.
God, I know. Everybody's so great. Like, it was an embarrassment of riches. And like, I also like that we pulled from the New York theater community. Like that makes me the most happy because that's where I came from. And like, I just think that there's a lot of talent there. I think a lot of times now, especially in the current market, TV shows are full of like movie stars and like, God bless, everybody needs jobs. But like, I love it when like somebody from the theater, because they are such stalwart genius actors, gets put in something and you get to see them and you maybe you didn't know their name, but now you're so taken and that is the best.
Mm. I love that. I'm from New York also,
You are?
yeah, and grew up in theater, Broadway and off
Yeah,
Broadway. And
man. Yeah.
like, so I get, yeah, that's
Yeah.
really cool to see.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like there's something about comedy that just
Yeah.
resonates with people now. Like,
Sure, dude.
why, why do you think comedy is important now more than ever?
I think it's always important. I think it is an air bubble. It's like, life can feel very underwater, and being able to laugh is like coming up to the surface and being like, and then you can go back down. It is integral and also pronounced integral for us as humans to be able to laugh. It's how we continue. It's like why things are extra funny at funerals. We have to be able to breathe in the midst of grief and reckoning. Like life is painful. Everyone you know is going to kick it, and you too. So, like, we have to be able to giggle while we're here at the absurdity and the beauty and the pain that is inherent in like this weird little planet.
So true. It's
Yeah.
so true. One of the other things that the show highlights is female collaboration
Heck yeah.
and the spirit of collaboration over competition.
Yeah.
Um, how did that prove true for you? I mean, it highlights it in the show, but what were some of that proved true for you while actually making Stumble?
Well, working with Kristen Chenoweth is a masterclass in comedy and also in how to treat people. She is so kind. She is so caring. I mean, she was doing Queen of Versailles at the same time, doing 8 shows a week. So we would only get her in little increments. And so she would come in and there would have been other stars that would have come in like tired and mad they had to be there. But she would come in so gracious and supportive of me. She'd be like, "What can I do for you, darling?" And I'd be like, "What can I do for you, girl?" Like, she is a real testament to that female collaboration. Annalie Ashford, the same way. Busy Phillips, Katie Seagal, like all these strong women are one of our creators, Liz Ashroff, Monica Aldama, who this character is based off, was there every day and is the epitome of a collaborative spirit. Like it was in every facet of this show. And I feel extraordinarily grateful.
It shows. It
Yeah.
shows on screen.
Yeah. Also, one of our directors, Yana Gorskaya, um, is a lady and just fantastic. And yeah, powerful women who are also extraordinarily kind.
I love it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
That's what
man.
it's about. Yeah. Okay, just a couple fun last questions to throw in.
Okay.
If you could pitch a storyline for Courtney in season two, something that like no, there were zero network rules. You could do whatever you want with the character.
Uh-huh.
What would you want to see?
Dude, that's a great idea. I mean, look, sometimes my ideas can be sort of hazardously small because I love world building, but I also like when it's contained. Like I want to meet I want to meet her in-laws. I want like Georgie's real mom to show up. I mean, that's Sally. You know what I mean? I want like one of her sets of foster parents to show up and have to interact with them. Like I think the writers' imaginations are so much more like robust than mine. I tend to be like a little, I love learning more about the characters and I love the world of the town. And so like expanding that seems very exciting to me. I don't need her to go to the moon,
Yeah.
even though wouldn't that be cute?
I could see it. I could see
Yeah.
it. She
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
makes things happen. She's a dreamer.
Honey, she
Yeah.
gets things done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And lastly, just a little fun, like if you could like I don't know, make up a cheer that would sum up the character or pick a song that would be like her ultimate cheer song. Either or. What
Whoa, dude. Um, she really that motto, we can, we will, we must. She just consistently gets back up and tries again. And I think that she has all her like night shirts are very like Gladys Knight and the Pips, Whitney Houston. Like I think she loves like a R&B diva, soul diva. So it would have to be something like in that category, maybe something Tina Turner. Oh God, maybe we don't need another hero, even though like that's what she's always doing. She's just like, yeah, Tina Turner. We don't need another hero. Final answer.
love it. I want to see it in season two. We're
Yeah,
gonna manifest this right now.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Jen, you are such a treasure. I just
Oh, babe,
loved hanging out
thanks.
with you today. This was
Thank you.
so awesome.
This was so nice. Thank you for taking your time. And also tell Abe I said hello,
I
please.
will.